Greetings to all. Income from salary for allowances. Before that, what do you mean by salary? Any amount or benefit received by an employee in addition of his service from his employer is called salary, and it is includes monetary or non-monetary benefits provided by employer. For example, wages, any annuity or pension, fees, commission, allowances, and any advance salary, any leave salaries is benefits of salary. Next, allowance. Allowance means fixed amount received by employee and meet some specific purpose. The assessee may or may not spend the allowance, but the tax purpose, certain allowances fully taxable, some allowances partially and not partially allowances for exempted for income tax. They have different types of allowances. Number one, fully taxable. Number two, partially and partially exempted allowances, and third things, fully exempted. The first things, fully taxable, they have different types of allowances. Number one, DNS allowance and the cost of living allowance, interim allowance, and next medical allowance, tiffin allowance, meals allowance, project allowance, and gift allowance, petrol allowance. They have different types of allowances are there. Those allowances fully taxable. And second things, partial taxable and simultaneously partially exempted. What are the allowances exempted and partially taxable? For example, house rent allowance, partial taxable; hostel allowance, partial taxable; entertainment allowance, partial exempted and partial taxable. For example, entertainment allowance only allowed for government employee, non-government employee or private employee not applicable for entertainment allowance. Private employee basically fully taxable, government employee only exempted for entertainment allowance. And the same way, house rent allowance also, they have some income tax law conditions apply. And what are the applies means, house rent allowance actual received and the list of exempted values. Number one, actual received. Number two, the based on the city categories, normal city and metro city. Normal city 40% of the salary will be considered and the 50% metro city will be considered. The 40 or 50% of the salary, and third things 10% of the rent, whichever least, the least value transferred to taxable value, and the actual received HRA minus least value is equal to taxable HRA. The same way, the entire partial taxable allowance we are calculate based on the Income Tax Act rule. And the last one, fully exempted. They have specific category only, fully exempted. The number one, foreign allowance applicable only service and the government employee service outside India, employees exempted for allowances, fully exempted. And second things, High Court judges and Supreme Court judges fully exempted for allowances only. And next one, NCC officers. They have different limit, out of pocket or output allowance exempted for NCC officer. And next one, transport allowance, statutory allowance to be UPSC chairman and members only exempted. And the last one, allowance received by teachers, professors from SAARC members countries, provided if conditions are satisfied. Thank you.